everyone, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and I'm here to share with you a really fun, interactive kind of stair-step. Oh, I'm all over the place with this card. This is a fantastic Valentine's Day card, and I love my little dangling, my little festive hearts that are coming off there. I'm going to be using one of our brand new stamp sets from the Occasions catalog called Love You More, and you're going to be surprised just how easy this card is to make using the Label Card Thinlit. So let's go ahead and get started with our card today. We're going to begin with a piece of 5.5 by 6.5 inch cardstock. This is Raspberry Ripple. Of course, whatever color makes you happy, but that's the color I wanted to work with today. And I'm going to bring in my magnetic platform and a cutting plate. Now, if you only have the multi-purpose platform that came with your Big Shot, that is going to work great. I just kind of am madly in love with my magnetic platform. You can see I'm going to be bringing in the Label Thinlit, or the Label Card Thinlit, to cut this out. So I've got my 6.5 inches going that way. I'm going to put a top cutting plate on that. I'm going to run that through my Big Shot. All right, we've got that cut out. We need to add one more score line to this. And I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer to do that. And you can see this wider area here. I need to score that at 1.5 inches. Basically, it's the halfway point. Make sure you are using your scoring blade and not your cutting blade. The cutting blade is the darker one, so get that out of the way. Only the light blade, so we're just going to give that a score. And we're ready to go ahead and start stair-stepping our card. And this is where your bone folder is going to be your new best friend. And you can see that this Label Thinlit card automatically cuts out the actual frame that we need for our card. So you can see that's how our card's going to sit. All right, great way to use this die in a whole new way. All right, I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and this one is cut at 2.5 inches by 4. And I'm going to come in with my Love You More stamp set. This is one of our brand new stamp sets in our Occasions catalog, and we're going to use that Love You More and that Made with Love today. And I'm going to do a little embossing. So what I want to do is ink this up in a Versamark Ink Pad. And I'm just going to stamp it right here, right smack dab in the middle of my vanilla cardstock. And I'm going to come in with some gold embossing powder, because I just thought the gold is what this needed. All right, I'm now going to come along and heat set that. All right, I've got that piece all cut out, and by the way, the framelit that I used to cut that out actually comes with the whole Label Card Thinlit collection, so that did come with it. You can see I also came in and I stamped some little hearts. Let me show you what I did there. This is a new stamp set called Countless Sayings #1, and it had 2 little hearts in here, and that's what I used to stamp. But listen, I know as stampers we all have some heart stamps floating around somewhere, so use whatever you have. I have 2 pieces of cardstock. I have a piece of very vanilla, and I have that cut at 2 inches by 2.5 inches, and I have a piece of Raspberry Ripple that is 3 inches by 2.25 inches. And so what I'm going to do with this Raspberry Ripple is I'm going to come in with my base here, and I'm just going to put some snail just kind of down here at the bottom, and I want to line that up. Hopefully you can see that. I'm just lining it up here with the edge of my card, and that's going to give me a bit of a panel right there. All right, we're going to come in with that early Espresso cardstock, and with the Made with Love stamp, I'm going to have you stamp that up at the very top of your card, because what we're going to do is we're going to come in with a 1-inch circle punch. We're going to punch that out, and then I'm going to take the 1.25 inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch out a piece of champagne glimmer paper. So there's my champagne glimmer paper. I'm going to take a Stampin Dimensional and put on the back of my little sentiment here that I just did, and adhere that on here. And now what I want to do, I'm going to cover up that hole, And to do that, I find just some Scotch tape works wonders. So we're just going to line that up. I probably could have put the little sentiment on towards the end, but that's just going to hold that in place for me. Don't worry, it's all going to be put down. At this point, we want to go ahead and sign our card. All right, we're all ready to adhere this onto our card, and you are going to notice that there's some space down there at the bottom. I did that for a reason because I didn't want too much of that being hidden as it sat up. So it is going to actually be centered on the 3 sides up at the top. All right, we have just a little bit more to go, and let's go ahead and start working on our little heart. We're going to come in with some more of the champagne glimmer paper, and I'm going to have you punch out 3 glimmer hearts. Actually, let me take that back. You're actually going to cut out 6 because we're going to need some more. This is a great way just to even use up some scraps. Just, you know, little pieces. You can see I've punched a lot out of that. So let me take those, and we're just going to adhere 3 of these down here at the bottom. All right, we're ready to start doing the really fun part, and that's our little decoration with our hearts. Now, I have some window sheet here, and I have this cut 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of snail adhesive, and I'm going to attach a heart to it. And I'm going to go there on the other side, and I've just punched out of some scraps some more raspberry ripple, and that way I kind of enclose that into the red. So you're going to repeat that with the other 2 hearts. All right, so those are all ready. So I've got some snail adhesive on the back of my sentiment that we made, and I'm just going to adhere a couple of those, and then I'll just kind of put this one over here. Maybe I went a little too far down. Let's bring those up a little bit higher. They are kind of fun. They really just add some great dimension there. And then go ahead and add a little more snail here. We want to make sure this is going to stick really well. Bring my card back in, and this just centers right inside that little area, and there we're really getting some really great look, aren't we? It's so much fun. Well, let's add one more little thing, and that is some of our brand new gold baker's twine, and I'm just going to come and bring it straight through here. And I'm just going to tie this in a bow. So you can see we've got some really great glimmer, some great movement in this one. I don't know, I think your spouse is going to really enjoy getting a card like that. And it's also its own little piece of artwork, and I've always enjoyed that too. So thanks so much for sticking with my very long video today, and I hope it's worth it, and that you've learned a brand new way to use some of your card Thinlits. And you can do this same thing also if you have the circle card Thinlit. The process will still be the same, just the image will be just a tad different. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Now listen, everything I used today you can find at simplysimplestamping.com. I have an online order button there for you. You can place an order and have these things delivered to your door. And hey, you've got plenty of time to get that ready by Valentine's Day. So be sure to check out simplysimplestamping.com for all your Stampin' Up! Needs. Thanks so much for tuning into my card today. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.